frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lumberton, North Carolina. Alex Dodd here on JockJive Sports and this Ozone championship bracket matchup in the Dixie Youth Ozone World Series between Lumberton and Louisiana. Louisiana, the visiting team, and the hometown team from right down the street, Lumberton. The host squad is the home team. Lumberton wearing the maroon uniforms with the yellow lettering and numbering, and then Louisiana in the LSU purple and gold today. Got fans all over the place from Lumberton. Got fans hanging off the outfield fence out there from Lumberton. The Pirates all over the place tonight. It's about time to start this game. And Lumberton is actually going to be the road team and Louisiana the home team. So it's the opposite, and they'll get that changed in the production truck. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. And the first pitch from Harrington is outside for ball one. Batter is B.J. Lowry, the center fielder. Second pitch. Outside again, ball two. This pitch grounded to Crow. Crow flips over to Szymanski. Pulled him off the bag, not in time. And Lowry will reach on an E4. Throwing error there. So Lumberton starts off the game the way they'd want to, with a runner on first. And that brings up the left fielder, Dalton Nobles. Harrington checks back over to first, not in time. Harrington stares in, gets the sign. First pitch to Nobles, never mind, throws back over to first. First pitch, outside ball one. He's going to throw down to second. Ball gets into the outfield. Stolen base for Mr. Lowry. And here is the way things are going in the field for Louisiana. Pitching Luke Harrington, catcher Peyton Beck, Szymanski at first, Crow at second, Godet at short, Wick at third. In the outfield, it's Fields in left, Robinson Jr. in center, and McConnell in right. Harrington delivers outside, evening up the count at 1-1. Harrington settles. Checks back to second. He's going to turn and throw, and not in time. A pretty nasty pickoff move there. Harrington looks in. He'll check back. Lowry with second. Now Harrington looks in, settles, pitching from the stretch. Delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Now, how did both teams get here? Louisiana, 3-0 in the tournament this far. 4-0 win over Alabama in round one. 2-1 win over Florida in extra innings on Sunday. And a 4-1 win over Virginia last night puts Louisiana in this winner's bracket game. Lumberton, the hometown heroes. They whooped up on Georgia, 18-3, run-ruled them in 5. And then on Sunday defeated South Carolina 6-3. To get here. Shorter road for the hometown team, rather. They're 2-0 in the tournament, and they find themselves in this game on Tuesday. Fighting for a shot to get to the quarterfinals. So Harrington will step back off the rubber, and Noble's getting a little frustrated with this long at-bat here. Harrington sets and delivers. Foul tip into the glove. And that'll be strike three. So Noble strikes out swinging. That brings up the third baseman, number 3, Damian Robinson. So 1 out, runner on second for Robinson. And the outfield fence about full of fans now. So they put up the second fence for the Dixie Youth regulations. So the fans are between the regular 315, 330-foot fence and the Dixie Youth fence out there. First pitch to Robinson. Outside for a ball. They throw down to third in time to gun out Lowry, who was attempting to steal. So caught stealing. It'll be scored 2-5. And now they're 2 away with a 1-0 count to Robinson. An aggressive approach there doesn't pay off. Robinson swings at a high pitch there. 1-1. One from Harrington. Swung on and hit up into right field. McConnell tracking, makes the grab at the line. And the side is retired. So Lumberton does get a runner on an error, but gets caught stealing and then goes back-to-back after that. So 3 up, 3 down for Lumberton. We head to the bottom of the first. You're listening to JockJive Sports, live from the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. Fans, be sure to keep up with JockJive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we're at JockJive, and on Facebook, simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine. They give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and so much more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with JockJive Sports. Want to download any game from this week's tournament? They're only $5 a piece. Just email info@jockjive.com. That's info@jockjive.com. We'll send you an electronic invoice that allows you to pay with debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. JockJive Sports Productions works with small and large, from T-ball to the Toyota Center. Youth sports to collegiate, audio only to a full-scale production for ESPN. We do it all. To find out how we can cover your team or event, email info@jockjive.com. Welcome back, Lumberton, North Carolina. You're at the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series here in the Ozone League, in a championship bracket matchup between Lumberton, the hometown team, and Louisiana. And here's how things shake up in the field for Lumberton. Pitching is Garrison Carr, the guy who'll be receiving those pitches. The catcher, Stanley Scott, at first. Jathan Sanderson at second. Bryce Fuller at short. Caleb Maynor At third, Damian Robinson, and in the outfield, Dawson Nobles in left, B.J. Lowry in center, and Braden Ward in right. And this is what it looks like for Louisiana at the plate. Batting first will be the second baseman, Jacorian Crow. Second, shortstop, Gabe Godet. Third, left fielder, Dyson Fields. In the cleanup spot, third baseman, Ashton Wick. Batting fifth, Kyron McConnell. Batting sixth, Justin Szymanski, the first baseman. In the seventh spot, extra hitter Wes Altick. In the eighth spot, catcher Peyton Beck. In the ninth spot, the pitcher Luke Harrington. 10th, extra hitter Cole Mastrini. 11th, extra hitter Cal Conroy. And 12th, the center fielder Nick Robinson Jr. And Jacarian Crow is set to lead things off for Louisiana. First pitch from Crow to the backstop. Ball one. Got some shout-outs coming in. So it says, good luck, Team Luke and Team Louisiana. T, watching from Baton Rouge. Another one says, here we go, Louisiana. Let's pitch upstairs, ball two. Carr settles in. The 2-0 to Crow. In for strike one. Shout out says, let's go hometown boys from Lumberton Miners. The 2-1, outside ball three. Three-1 the count. As Crow steps back in. Carr delivers the 3-1. High ball four. And Louisiana gets the leadoff runner on with a walk, and that brings up the shortstop, Gabe Godet. Pitch downstairs. They're going to throw to second. Not in time. And that one actually did sneak into the strike zone. So one strike before the stolen base there. Carr's 0-1 to Godet. Low, ball one. Got a shout out from the home plate umpire, Keith, to Kim in Glencoe, Alabama. So shout out there to Kim from Keith. Carr turns back, makes sure Crow's being honest at second. One from Carr. Low. Ball two. Hitters count. The 2-1, low ball three. Crow stealing third. He gets there and the throws into left field. Crow's going to come around home and slide in safely. And Louisiana takes a 1-0 lead with nobody out here in the top of the first. So the count now 3-1 to Godet. Carr throws the 3-1, low ball four. Back-to-back walks to start it off for Carr. So the new batter, left fielder, Dyson Fields. And the coach for Lumberton going to come out and talk things over with his pitcher, try to settle him down a little bit. No reason to get frazzled. We're in the top of the first. Just one run in. Got a shout out that says, "Good luck, Wes. Go Louisiana," from your family in Fort Scott, Kansas. Another says, "Go Louisiana, Luke," from Linda and Wayway. All right, they've talked things over. Now Carr settles back into the mound, and the new hitter is left fielder Dyson Fields with the runner on first and nobody out. First pitch from Carr. Downstairs, ball one. The reason we got so delayed in this one is because the last game between Tennessee and Alabama went 9 innings before a walk-off home run won it all. This pitch is inside. They're going to throw down, not in time to second. Another stolen base for Louisiana. A 1-1 count to Dyson Fields as Goday moves over to second. Shutout says, "Great run, Jaco. Dad is proud." The 1-1. Roped into right field. Coming home is Goday, and he'll go in standing up. RBI single for Dyson Fields. Gives Louisiana now a 2-0 lead.
Number 12, Ashton Wick.
First hit of the game for Louisiana. And the new batter, third baseman, Ashton Wick. I'll throw over to first. First pitch from Carr. Low. And Fields will steal second. 3 for 3 on steals. So now a runner on second, and this ball is going to get roped into center. That'll be a single. And they'll hold up Fields at third. So runners in the corners, nobody out, and that brings up the right fielder, Kyron McConnell.
Number 20, Kyron McConnell.
First pitch from Carr to McConnell's a strike, and now 4 for 4 on stolen bases. Louisiana, they've stolen, every player has stolen second that's touched base so far for Louisiana. So now runners on second, third, nobody out. Pitch to McConnell on the inside half for strike 2. The 0-2 from Carr swung on and popped up into right field. Second baseman falls down, and it's going to land there. So coming home is Fields.
Coming to the plate, number 12.
Wick will hold up at second. So now runners on first and second. 3-0 in favor of Louisiana. We'll come and talk things over with this pitcher again. Just make sure everything's all right. And pretty soon, I believe they'll look to make a change. But they got to get somebody that's ready. So they may have to wait till the end of this inning. And that brings up the first baseman, Justin Szymanski. Shout out says, let's go, Kyron and Team Louisiana from your friends in Columbus, Ohio. As this pitch gets to the backstop, both runners will move up. Man. "1-0. And when you start to get later in these tournaments, you start running out of pitching. You got guys tired, got guys on long rest, and it's hard to put together a good string of pitches. So 1-0 count, runners on second and third. This pitch is low for ball 2. And we'll get a time here from Lumberton, and I believe they're going to, if they can, they're going to try to change things up right here. Carr's day is done. The new pitcher is going to come in from center field, and I believe that'll be B.J. Lowry who will take the mound.
Number 16, Harrison Carr, leaves the mound with 20 pitches.
So Carr's day is done. He'll throw 20 pitches. No innings. Less than a third of an inning. Gives up pair of hits. Actually gives up 3 hits, walks 2. He's no strikeouts. He's responsible for the runner on second and third. So now Lowry will come in.
For Lumberton, number 8, Jacob Willis will be going into right field.
Number 8, Jacob Willis will head over into right field, and that means Braden Ward will slide over into center.
Coming to the mound for Lumberton, number 5, B.J. Lowry.
Lowry warming up. Got a lot of shout-outs coming in. Shout-out says, way to go, Rustin, from the 318. Another says, let's go west from your brother, Josh Curry. This one team, one goal. Let's get that W. Got a final in the AAA bracket. North Carolina defeated Georgia 6-1 and eliminated the team from Georgia. So it says, sick 'em, Rustin, from the Vasily boys in Pennsylvania. Another go, Rustin, from Ashton's mom. And this one says, come on, Lumberton, there's a lot of ball game left, from Coach Shane, #snipers. And he is right about that. There's a lot of baseball left to be played, so this one's nowhere close to over. I mean, if you look at it, it's only 3-0. But the issue here is there's no outs, and 2-0 count to Szymanski with runners on second and third. That's a difficult situation to come into as a new pitcher. Two-0 from Lowry, roped into left field by Szymanski. Backing is the center fielder Ward. It bounces off the fence. 1 run is in. Coming home is McConnell, and he'll be tagged out at the plate. Now there's a pickle over at second. Szymanski's trying to outrun him. The throw over to third got him. So 2 quick outs there for Lumberton. But Wick does come to the plate. But the good thing is, for Lumberton, they have some life now. So clear bases.
Number 27, Wes Alton.
A double for Szymanski before he's thrown out 2-5. McConnell at the plate is thrown out 5-6-2. So 2 outs, and the new batter is the extra hitter, Wes Altick, who was the pitcher last night. This is a good situation for the pitcher, Lowry. Now has a fresh start, just like that. The 1-0 in for a strike. Count now 1-1. First strike, or rather actually the second strike from Lumberton pitching. The 1-1, low for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch from Lowry. Low. Count now 3-1. A 3-1 pitch from Lowry. Inside for ball 4. Altick will trot over to first base. So now 1 on and 2 outs for the number 8 hitter, catcher Peyton Beck. Lowry stares in, gets his sign. Going for the pitch he wants. Batter will call time. First pitch from Lowry. In the dirt. Ball 1. Lowry checks back over at first, not in time. One 0 from Lowry. On the outside half, strike 1. A shout out says, "Go Louisiana and go Luke." Grandma and Grandpa are watching. As this ball roped over to short, tries to make a bare hand play. That's a difficult one to score. And I'm going to say because of the hop that it'll be a base hit. So with a base hit, runners on first and second for Louisiana. That brings up number 9 hitter and pitcher, Luke Harrington. First pitch is in for a strike. The scoreboard is all messed up. No one. Downstairs for ball 1. One fouled back into the screen. 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes as Lowry stares in, and Harrington will take time. One, 2 from Lowry. Outside. Makes the catcher come out of his crouch. That'll be 2 and 2, an even count. Shout out says, "Enjoying watching you, Peyton," from Aunt Jeannie and Harry. The break-even pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And the inning is over. But not before Louisiana gets 4 runs on 5 hits and Strands 2. So Louisiana leads 4-0 after 1 inning. You're watching Dixie Youth League Baseball right here on JockJive Sports.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back to Lumberton, North Carolina, the All-American city for the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. We're in the Ozone League with a winner's bracket matchup between Louisiana and Lumberton. Louisiana jumped out to an early 4-0 lead in the first inning if you're just joining us. And now Lumberton is set with their 4, 5, and 6 hitters to try to get back in this thing. Lowry came in relief of the starting pitcher Carr last inning for Lumberton and did a great job finishing out the line and also helping out his previous pitcher a little bit, keeping 2 other runs off the board. So good thing there for the Lumberton people. And now stepping up to the plate is the shortstop, Caleb Maynor.
Leading off the top of the second for Lumberton, number 14, Caleb Maynor.
Maynor going to rub some dirt on his hands and step in to the right-handed batter's box. Harrington stands on the mound. Gets his sign from Beck. Winds and delivers. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. A lot of shout-outs coming in. This one says, go Lumberton. Proud of you, Seth. Give it your all. The 0-1. In the dirt, even at 1-1. And the winner of this game will go on to face Alabama tomorrow night, 8 p.m. The loser will head down to face Arkansas at 5:45 tomorrow. So loser with a short turnaround, and the winner waits to play at the same time tomorrow. It's the 2-1s outside. Net count now 3-1. Yeah, Alabama played a great game here. It's the reason we were so far delayed. Hit a 3-run walk-off homer in the bottom of the 9th in the extra innings. So full count now. As that one's in on the outside half for strike 2. Harrington settles in, winds, and delivers the payoff pitch. Low for ball 4. And Maynor will trot over to first base. And that brings up the pitcher. The starting pitcher, rather, Garrison Carr. Throwback. Check on Maynor, not in time. Pitch from Harrington to Carr. Fouled off, count 0-1. Shout out says, shout out to Dalton Nobles, number 11. Go Lumberton. Y'all got this. Lumberton throws back over to first, not in time. Harrington checks back over at first. The 0-1. On the outside half, strike two. Harrington settles in. Checks back over at the runner. The 0-2. Breaking pitch swung on and missed. Strike three, and Carr can run to first. But he stepped out of the box. So he can't.
Now batting for Lumberton, number 2, Bryce Fuller.
Maynard will advance to second. So one out, runner on second for Bryce Fuller. First pitch upstairs for ball one. One 0 count. Shout out says, we're rooting for you and your teammates, West Altic. Go Louisiana. Your family in Pomona, Kansas. This pitch on the outside half for strike one. We're now even at 1-1. Harrington sets. Checks back. We're going to have time on Fuller. The 1-1. Low. Ball two. Count now 2-1. The 2-1. Swung on and hit right back up the middle. Coming across the field, it is Crow. Throws over to first in time. Great play from his knees there. 4-3, and Maynard will advance to third with 2 outs. And that brings up Luke Chavis, the extra hitter. First pitch from Harrington. Outside, ball one. One over from Harrington. In for a strike. The 1-1. Outside. 2-1. Harrington stares in, gets his sign from Beck. Winds and fires the 2-1. Inside, it's going to get to the backstop, and coming home and scoring will be Maynard. And it's now 4-1. Lumberton is on the board. Big wild pitch there with 2 outs to put Lumberton on the board. Harrington's pitch outside, ball 4.
Stepping in the box for Lumberton, 10, Stanley Scott.
So runner on first with 2 outs for Stanley Scott, the catcher. Scott talking things over with his coach, gets his wristband, and he's walking over to the plate. So Scott stands in. Waits the pitch from Harrington. First pitch from Harrington, lined into right field. Chavis gets to second. And now Lumberton with some life here. Pair of runners on, 2 outs. Brings up the bottom of the order, the number 9 hitter. First baseman, Jathan Sanderson. This Louisiana coach comes and talks things over with Harrington, I'll read some shout-outs. So it says, we love you, Kyron McConnell. Proud of you. From Auntie Brenda. Go Louisiana team. Another says, great job, Crow. Your grandparents' house is packed watching you. The conference is over. Sanderson, the big guy, steps into the left-handed batter's box with a pair of runners on. Shout out from the 910. Says, go Lumberton. We're very proud of you guys, as Ward heads over to the other on deck circle because of the lefty. Harrington checks back. First pitch to Sanderson. On the outside after strike 1. Shout out says, go Lumberton. We're very proud of you guys. Harrington settles in. The 0-1. Low into the backstop. Both runners are going to advance. And a 1-1 count. So now you've got the tying run at the plate. And you got a pair of runners in scoring position. This shout out says, great job to Jacorian Crow. Your big cousin loves you. Love Trinity. And they're going to give the intentional pass there to Sanderson.
Now batting 27, Braden Ward.
So now bases loaded and 2 outs for Braden Ward, the right fielder. First pitch is just in for a strike. Small strike zone here for Ward. Difficult work for Harrington. Second pitch way high, ball 1. The 1-1, in for a strike. 1-2. Harrington winds and delivers the 1-2. In the dirt, and it gets past the catcher, but not far enough for the guy to run from third. So 2-2 counts even. You know, Chavis not with the The 3 guys on base for Lumberton, not with the best speed. Two count. Tying run at first. Pitch from Harrington to Ward. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the side is retired. Not before Lumberton gets a run, though. 1 run on 1 hit. 3 runners stranded as we head to the bottom half of the second. You're watching Dixie Youth League Baseball right here on JockJive Sports.
Has 26 pitches, 2-6.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back to Lumberton, North Carolina, the All-American city, in this winner's bracket game in the Ozone play between Lumberton and Louisiana. Lumberton snagged a run there in the top of the second, so we head to the bottom half with Louisiana still holding on to a 4-1 lead. Same pitchers on the mound for Lumberton, and that's B.J. Lowry. And now we're moving into the bottom of the lineup. 10, 11, and 12 for Louisiana. So the way things work here in the Dixie Youth League, you have 12 batters in your lineup. You go all the way through, and then after that it cuts off at your 9th batter. And we just lost all of our lights on the field. So looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit down here. Does seem as we are still on air, so it's not a power outage. It was just all the lights turned off. So it could have been worse. We could have been mid-pitch. So we'll try to figure out what's going on, and we'll be right back. You're listening. You're watching. Well, right now you're just listening to Dixie Youth League World Series right here on JockJive Sports.
Attention everybody in the park, if you'll just stay calm, the lights will be back on in about 10 to 15 minutes. If you please just stay calm, lights will be back on in about 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you.
Light up the world. You cut them right back on. Have you seen them? Man, they don't cast no shadow. But you know, Alabama put them up, man, you talking about not.
On the bright side, I don't have to drive back to South Carolina tonight anymore. They got me the hotel room for another night.
Where at? Comfort
Suites, yeah. Y'all need some water. And now that's even better. Some water. Lightning. There's lightning and stuff happening behind us. You got a Gatorade in I can get you one over here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you want a yellow one? I can make you a yellow one. There. Y'all gonna walk through a jungle? But I guess since I've gone and instructed in our high school stuff, I've been working with plates and systems against here lately, so I guess that's why I'm more concerned about Mom's out here. Systems behind on your ball. I've had to work in our camps and stuff. I've been working on positioning, setting, making a call, and plate mechanics. Getting in the slot, seeing the pitch, timing the pitch. can y'all have out? Somebody said that Rusty was putting those new lights.
I don't know if you got anyone.
They said Rusty was putting those new LED lights up. Well, the thing, yeah, they'll come right back. But the thing about those lights is they're expensive to put them up, but they're less maintenance and less electricity. They must be getting ready for rain.
That's what I said. I heard him asking about where the car.
They're getting ready for rain, Mama?
What's your radar set?
Gonna find out. It's lightning right there.
Oh, shit. It's been lightning for 15 minutes. It's around like this.
Oh, I'm looking at it right here. It ain't but one little dot.
Which way's it going? See it?
Right straight at us. All right, we got lightning close because it's orange.
Whatever direction that is, south.
West.
West is right. Right toward Bobby, right before the plane goes. It's right straight that way.
Adrian said if we want to go to the mission, let's take some 4-down rain.
I'm looking at it.
They just covered the.
Where's our ride? Watch out for the headsets. Alex's headset. Damn, get them big 14s hung in there, son. They ain't 14 no more.
Hello, test, test. All right, folks, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the broadcast, and when it's time to go live again, when the teams are on the field, I'll come back out. So when the teams come back out to start warming up, we'll be back live. But until then, I'm going to pause the broadcast. Thank you, fans. And we're back. Welcome, fans, back to JockJive Sports here in Lumberton, North Carolina at the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. We had a long delay there. The lights went off. We had to wait for them to cool down and then crank back up. And we're all back and ready to play here on field number 4 in the Ozone division. A winner's bracket matchup between Louisiana and Lumberton. Current score 4-1. Louisiana with the lead. And the bottom of their order, 10, 11, and 12, are set to come up. We do have some thunder and things behind us, so we're going to hope that will stay away and that we can get these next 4.5 innings in. As B.J. Lowry gets warmed up on the mound. Due up for Louisiana, Cole Mastrini, Cal Conroy, and the center fielder, Nick Robinson Jr. 2 more warm-up pitches for Lowry, and we're all set. All right, and we're all set. Lumberton talking things over as an infield, and we're going to get going. Cole Mastrini stands in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch from Lowry. Mastrini squares over to bunt. Bounces right in front of the plate. The catcher fields and fires, not in time. Base hit. And a good job to get things rolling right there by Mastrini. Leadoff runner on again. And now up is Cal Conroy. And sitting in the right-handed batter's box as well. Lowry sets, throws back over to first. Skips it. Still waiting on the first pitch for Mr. Conroy. Appreciate you guys for sticking with us as we move into the later hours. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 10:02. Lowry checks back to first again. Conroy stands and awaits his pitch from Lowry. First pitch shows bunt, fouls it off. Little attempt at a bunt and run right there. So 0-1 count for Conroy. A shout out says, "Go Wes Altick," from your cousin Jesse Altick. He throws over to first, and they got him in a pickle almost. Nope, he's going to slide in safely. Stolen base. Great jump there by Mastrini to get the stolen base. Nobody out, 0-1 count to Conroy. The 0-1 outside. 1-1. Conroy steps out. Gets his sign from his third base coach. Pitch from Lowry. Squares around a bunt. And bunts it foul. So now it's a 1-2 count. Lowry looks in, and Conroy will call time, step out. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Conroy will go down swinging. Now there's one away for the center fielder, Nick Robinson Jr. Robinson Jr. stands in the left-handed batter's box. Lowry checks back. Robinson showing bunt. Pulls back, goes to the backstop, and Mastrini standing over at third now. Stolen base he broke before the ball hit to the backstop. So now a 1-0 count. One away and a runner 60 feet away for Louisiana. And he's stealing home, and he's going to be way out, Scott. Going to throw back over to third. He's safe. No, he's out. They called him out at third. Conroy, or Mastrini rather, gets tagged out. Be 2-5 on the put out. This is because Nick Robinson Jr. didn't get the bunt down. And coach is going to come out and talk things over with the umpires. We'll see what they're discussing. They're going to uphold the call that he's out. The 1-0. Bunted off the plate, foul. I believe that's 2 strikes now. There should be 0-2. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that's the third out. So Lumberton avoids disaster there after Louisiana gets a runner on third with 1 out. So we head to the second inning. Louisiana 4, Lumberton 1. You're watching Dixie League Baseball right here on JockJive Sports.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
First gig here, so drove all the way from South Carolina. Because I got a text on Friday afternoon. Yeah, as far as I know. Welcome back to Lumberton, North Carolina. Alex Dodd here for JockJive Sports. We're in the winner's bracket game between Louisiana and Lumberton. Louisiana up 4-1 as we enter the top of the third inning. So here we are. And the batter for Lumberton is going to be the extra hitter. And actually the center fielder, Jacob Willis. And we're watching some lightning and thunderstorm stuff back behind us, making sure it doesn't get too close and stop play. So the 11, 12, and 1 hitters due up for Lumberton. Willis steps up into the right-handed batter's box, awaiting the pitch from Harrington. Harrington delivers the first pitch low for ball 1. The 1-0 in the dirt. Ball 2. And shout out. Says shout out to my favorite umpire, to Keith, from Kim. I'll make sure to relay that to him between innings. Keith's good people. The 2-0. Fouled off. 2-1. And I think the coach is going to come out and ask about catcher's interference here, and I think he has a case because it did look like he was pretty close to the glove. He's going to hold up his... Yeah, and they were saying he fouled it right back into the glove, and that's why it appeared the way it did. So 2-1 pitch here from Harrington. Swung on and roped into right field. The right fielder, Crow, fields and fires over to first in time. Got him. So 9-3 the put out on Willis.
Number 6, Seth Holmes.
And that brings up 12 hitter, the extra guy. Number 6, Seth Holmes, the right-handed batter. With 1 away. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1 from Harrington, swung on a miss, strike 2. Harrington settles back in. The 0-2 to the backstop for ball 1. Pitch is outside, count out even at 2-2. Break even pitch from Harrington, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Now 2 away, and brings up the top of the order. The new pitcher, B.J. Lowry. First pitch to Lowry, high, ball 1. The 1-0 outside, ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Inside, Ball 3. The 3-0 from Harrington in for a strike. 3-1. Swung on, hit foul, out of play. Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch from Harrington. Swung on and grounded to the shortstop. Godet fields, fires over to first in time. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 goes Lumberton. We head to the bottom of the third. You're watching Dixie Youth League Baseball right here on JockJive Sports.
Number 6, Seth Holmes going to right field. And number 35, James will be playing first. Yeah.
I was just telling him I didn't realize it haloed that plate with the light.
Yeah.
He don't even realize. Well, he's got David's belt on and David's clicker.
No, why?
Because he forgot it.
No, what? Well, I can't say that about that. My belt. The belt's not wrong.
How's David's belt working out, Whitmire? Fix your collar.
Hey, Keith, Kim,
fix your collar.
too.
Fix your collar.
Number 6, Jay Cordian.
Welcome back to JockJive Sports. Alex Dodd here. This championship bracket matchup between Lumberton and Louisiana. The batter for Louisiana is at the top of the order, Jacorian Crow. Crow's first time up, he walked. Now he's got a 2-0 count to start out right here. The 2-0 from Lowry. High ball 3. Lowry working on that hole over in the front of the mound. .30 pitch. Outside ball 4. Crow will trot over to first base.
Now stepping to the plate, number 1, Gabe Godet.
Now up is a shortstop, Gabe Godet. Godet's first time up, he walked and scored. Lowry working over on the first baseman. First pitch from Lowry. Rather, he throws back over to first, and he gets past the first baseman. looking over at Lightning. This seems to be getting closer now. As Lowry throws a pitch into Goday inside. One-0 count to Goday. Pitch from Lowry. Swung on and chopped over first base side. Sneaks through. So Crow will get over to second. And Goday at first. So runners on first and second. And that brings up the third baseman, Dyson Fields. Pitch outside. One-0 count. Fields steps back out. Now settles in. Lowry looks in. And the 1-0. Fouled off into the backstop. Count now 1-1. Lowry looks in. The 1-1. High and into the backstop. Both runners are going to advance safely. So 2-1 the count. Runners on second and third. And nobody out. And from everything that we're gathering about the weather, it looks like we're about 10 minutes away from some rain. And that there's some lightning getting pretty close as well. This is ball 3. Lowry looks in. Sets and delivers the 3-1. On the outside half for strike 2. Full count. Big pitch right here for Lowry. Settles, delivers the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count remains at 3-2. Field's going to take a second here. Lowry looks in. Delivers a payoff pitch, and it's into the backstop. Field's going to trot over to first. Now we've got some issues with the Louisiana runner. Somebody's got to go back to second. He's not going to get there. Now we got a pickle over at home plate. Maynard's going to chase back Crow. Now back over to third. Crow's going to be tagged out on his way home. So the walk puts Fields at first. And now we have runners at first and third. This Crow's tagged out a lot of numbers right there. Be 2-5-2-5. 2-5-2-5 on the put out of Crow. Then Goday reaches third. On the throw. Actually, he's going to reach on the pass ball on the wild pitch. Fields still standing over at first. So runners on first and third with one out. First pitch to Ashton Wick, the third baseman. Is outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled back, count even at 1-1. Lowry steps off the rubber. Does himself off. Now settles in to face the right-handed batter. The pitch to Wick. Just outside. Count it 2-1. Two one. Swing and a miss. Count even at 2-2. Wick steps off. It was two. Two count as Lowry stares in. Got a shout out that says, "Let's go Lumberton." And the break-even pitch from Lowry. Swung on, chopped over first base side. And Chavis will step on the bag. But not before a run comes home. So Goday will score. And that makes it now 5-1 Louisiana. And Fields makes it all the way to third on that one. Wick retired 3 unassisted, and the new batter is the right fielder, Kyron McConnell. First pitch to him is a ball. Now Lowry stares in. And delivers the 1-0. High and outside, ball 2. Two away and a runner 60 feet from the plate. Two 0 from Lowry. Outside ball 3. Three 0 from Lowry. On the outside half, strike 1. Lowry stares in, sets. Delivers a 3-1. Low, ball 4. Now same situation as earlier, runners in the corners. This time with 2 outs. And that brings up the first baseman, Justin Szymanski. That was some big thunder back there. First pitch into the back of Szymanski, and he'll trot over to first. Fastball slipped there. It looked like it hurt. So now bases loaded with 2 outs. And the new batter is the extra hitter, Wes Altick. Altick stands in the right-handed batter's box. Waiting his first pitch from Lowry. Lowry's pitch outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Chases it inside. 2-0. And Altig there had to move out of the way of that one. Almost got him on the shin. The 2-0 in for a strike. Now hitters count at 2-1. Two-one count. Bases loaded. Lowry sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count back to even at 2-2. Lowry looks in. Altic's going to call time and step out. Shout out says, let it fly, Wes. Break even. Swung on and hit right back up the middle. It's going to get through. Fields is in. Rounding third and heading home is McConnell, and he'll score as well. 2 more runs for Louisiana. Makes the score 7-1 with 2 outs.
Now batting number 7, Peyton Beck.
So now, after the single, runners on first and second with 2 outs for the catcher, Peyton Beck. First pitch in there for a strike. Pitch is fouled off. Count now 0-2. Got a shout out. It says shout out to Philip, Dallas, and Matthew. Go Lumberton. Lowry's 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Beck stands back in. Szymanski over at second and Altic at first. 2 outs, 1-2 count. The pitch from Lowry. Swung on, foul tip into the glove. Strike out swinging. And the side is retired. But not before Louisiana gets 3 runs on a pair of hits and extends their lead to 7-1. It's 56 pitches for Lowry. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball right here on JockJive Sports.
Louisiana 7, Lumberton 1.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Second base. And number 2, Cal Conroy, will be going to left field.
now we're calling back upstairs to check on Lightning as we welcome you back to Lumberton, North Carolina here at the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. The umpires said they don't feel like getting struck by lightning tonight, so they're calling up top and seeing what in the world's going on. Because that last strike, there's no way that was greater than 10 miles away. That looked like it was maybe 1 mile. That one looked like it was in the parking lot.
Players, please exit the
And they're
field.
getting them off the field, so we're going to head to another pause. So we stop
Please seek a safe location.
right here in the top of the fourth with Louisiana leading Lumberton 7-1. Thank you for sticking with us right here on JockJive Sports. Starting stream. And we're back here in Lumberton, North Carolina. We're playing baseball after about an hour or 45 minutes of sitting in the rain. Here we are on the first pitch of play. Popped up and caught by the shortstop.
Brings to the plate, number 3,
The batter was
Robinson.
Dalton Nobles, F6 on that one. And the new batter is the third baseman, Damian Robinson. Robinson's first time up, he popped up to center field. This pitch across the, just off the plate for a ball. 1-0. High for ball 2. Yeah, if you would have asked me what I'd be doing at 10:18 tonight, I probably would have told, or 11:18 tonight rather, I probably would have told you that I'd be sitting in the hotel room or on my way back home, but here we are. 2-0. Low. Ball 3. But hey, don't have anything better to do tonight, so here we are. The 3-0 pitch from Harrington. Ball 4. They walked him, so that brings up the shortstop, Caleb Maynard, with a runner on first.
Now batting for Lumberton, number 14, Caleb Maynard.
Maynard rubs a little dirt on his hand and stands in. Harrington looks back the runner at first. Sets and delivers. Ball, they're going to throw down the runner at second. Not in time. Robinson slides in safely. Credited with the stolen base. That pitch was a ball. There's a count now at 1-0. The 1-0 fouled off. Count now 1-1. Count at 0-2. Maynard calls time. Step off and get set. Harrington looks back the runner at second. Now turn and make sure he's doing what he said. The 0-2 in the dirt. Ball 3, and Robinson will walk over to third. Now runner 60 feet away. 1-2 count with 1 out. Maynard steps out, calls time. collect his thoughts here for a second. They'll check the baseball. Harrington delivers the 1-2 outside, even at 2-2. Pitch in the dirt. Full count now, 3-2. Harrington looks in. Payoff pitch. Outside ball 4. And Maynard will head over to first.
That brings to the plate for Lumberton, number 16, Garrison Carr.
Catcher's going to call time, go talk things over with Harrington. Got a guy warming up down there. It's number 7. That's Peyton Beck, who was playing catcher earlier, and the new catcher behind the plate is Ashton Wick. And new third baseman is Crow, which means they have a new second baseman as well, and I can't see who that is sitting over there. Harrington steps off the rubber. Gets a sign from the dugout.
Come on, Luke, a lot of confidence, bud. A lot of confidence. Get it out. Get it out. Relax. Get it out. Get it out.
Harrington steps off the rubber. Now back on. I was going to turn it over to first. First pitch to Carr is a ball. And there's going to be a stolen base over there at second, so now runners on second and third with one out. And 1-0 count. The 1-0 swung on and hit into right field. That ball's going to get down. 1 run is in. And a really good throw over there to third. Holds up Maynard, but 1 run comes in, so it's now 7-2. Lumberton with runners in the corners. And 1 out. Good piece of hitting there by Carr. We started the game at pitcher now. Coach for Louisiana is going to come out and talk things over with his pitcher.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
And after talk about pitch count, looks like coach is going to come out for a second consecutive mound visit and make a change. So nothing super complicated here. The new pitcher is going to be Peyton Beck, which means Harrington's day is done. Harrington's going to head to third. Crow will head back into the dugout.
Now pitching for Louisiana, number 7, Peyton Beck.
Calculating the line here, the partial line on Harrington.
Luke Harrington finished with 65 pitches.
So in comes Peyton Beck. Harrington's day is done after 3 1/3 innings, 65 pitches. Walked 5, struck out 4. Pretty solid day on the mound. He is responsible for the runner on third and the runner on first as well for the moment. And that means 2 earned runs at this second, possibly more here in a little bit, depending on what Mr. Beck does on the mound. And the new batter for Lumberton is Bryce Fuller, second baseman. And Beck's first pitch is going to be to the first baseman. The check saying, make sure he's staying honest over there on first. This pitch is a strike. The throw down to second is not in time, and the runner's going to score. So a stolen base for Carr. Maynard scores on the throw. Now 7-3. Louisiana, or Lumberton with a runner on second. 1 out, and Fuller still at the plate. The 0-1, swung on and roped into left field by Fuller. They're going to hold up Carr at third. Solid piece of hitting right there for the little guy, the second baseman. Now runners on the corners with 1 out. And that brings up the extra hitter, Luke Chavis. So Beck stares in. That run will be credited to Harrington. The pitch from Carr popped up in foul territory. First baseman under it makes the grab. So now 2 away. That brings up Stanley Scott, the catcher. 2 outs for Scott. The pitch is a strike. He's going to try to steal, and he gets in there. Now the runner's going to come home because it throws into center field. And another run in for Lumberton on a miscue by the catcher. So Lumberton now only down 3 runs with Scott at the plate. Seven to 4, Louisiana. 0-1 count for Scott. Another runner in scoring position. Another big opportunity for Lumberton to start chipping away at this lead. Scott ropes one over to third, and he can't handle it, so Scott's going to get in at first, and now the throw's over into the fence. And for some reason, they're going to hold up Fuller at third. Fuller gets to third on the error. Scott will be credited, reaches first on an E5. 2 errors right there on the third baseman, a fielding error and a throwing error. So 7-4, runners in the corners. And now another big opportunity for Lumberton. This time, Jathan Sanderson, who walked his first time up back in the second, represents the tying run at the plate for Lumberton. So Beck stands on the rubber. Mr. Scott standing at first, Mr. Fuller over at third. First pitch to Sanderson's outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is in for a strike. Count now 1-1. And if I'm Lumberton, if Stanley Scott has any chance of getting to second base, I'd steal him. Because that's worked for a pair of runs in this inning. Check swing, and they're going to say he went around. Count now 1-2. If you're Lumberton, your hopes are in the bat of Sanderson right now. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the side is retired, but not before. Lumberton gets 3 runs on a pair of hits and 2 errors.
There were 9 pitches for Peyton.
Your score: Louisiana 7, Lumberton 4. You're watching Dixie Youth Baseball right here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back to Lumberton, North Carolina. Alex Dodd here on JockJive Sports from the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. This winner's bracket matchup between Lumberton and Louisiana. Lumberton continuing to chip away at this 7-4 Louisiana lead. Now we're in the bottom of the 4th. And a new pitcher on the mound for Lumberton is Caleb Maynor. Maynor pitched in the game I believe, Sunday for Lumberton. I was told he pitched really well in that game on their way to victory.
Leading off for Louisiana in the bottom half of the fourth inning is number 25, Luke Harrington.
And the batter for Louisiana, Luke Harrington, the former pitcher. It's a new pitcher. New pitcher. It looks like the new shortstop. If I can get a look at the back of his jersey. It's 27, Braden Ward, coming in from right field. So he's the new shortstop for Lumberton. Got a shout out, says, let's go run Rustin. Finish strong. First pitch inside for ball one.
Now pitching for Lumberton, number 14, Caleb Maynor.
The 1-0 in for a strike. Count now even at 1-1. And this pitch fouled off out of play, right side. A 1-2 the count. As Maynor stares in. And the pitch. Called strike three. Down goes Harrington. Now back to the top of the order. Second baseman, Jacorian Crow. Shout out says, let's go, Jaco. We love you.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 6, Jacorian Crow.
And Crow ropes one over the head of the shortstop, Ward, and in a left field for a single.
Now batting, number 1, Gabe Gode.
New batter, number 1, Gabe Gode. And call time, and then now we're back. Gode squaring around a bunt. The pitch from Maynor is in for a strike, and sliding in safely at second is Jacorian Crow. It was a stolen base. Oh, won the count to Gode. Maynor looks back to Jacorian Robinson. And the pitch. Hits the batter. Gode will head over to first.
Now batting, number 5, Dyson Fields.
So now runners on first and second. And this one roped out in the left field off the fence by Fields. Coming home to score is Robinson, and they'll hold up the runner at third. Goday. So Goday will stay at third. But Crow comes in to score. So 1 run for Louisiana. And now with an 8-4 lead and 1 out. Double by Fields.
Now batting, number 12, Ashton Wick.
Wick at the plate now. First pitch to Wick. In the dirt for a ball. Runner held up at third. This ball fouled off behind the backstop. One the count. As Wick steps back in. Maynard rocks and fires. Grounded over to second. Good stop there. Throw to first in time, but a run is in. So Goday comes plateward. It's now 8-4. Actually 9-4 in favor of Louisiana. Runner on third and 2 away. And that brings up Kyron McConnell. First pitch to McConnell outside for ball 1. The 1-0 on the outside half for a strike. Maynard stares in, gets a sign from Scott. The 1-1 to the backstop, bounces right back to Scott. The runner will stay at third. It's Dyson Fields. Two-1 the count. Hitters count for McConnell. The pitch on the outside corner. Strike 2. Good location there for Maynard. Maynard winds and delivers the break-even pitch. Just outside for ball 3. Count now full. Shout out says, great job, Dyson. Guy standing over on third. Payoff pitch. Swung on and chopped toward first. First baseman has it and makes the tag. And the inning is over. Not before Louisiana gets a pair of runs off a single and a big double from Dyson Fields. They lead 9-4 as we head to the 5th. You're watching Dixie Youth Baseball right here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back to the All-American City here for the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. We're in Ozone Division play in a winner's bracket matchup between the hometown team Lumberton and Louisiana. Current score, Louisiana leads 9-4 as we start the top of the 5th. Due up for Lumberton is the top of the order, the 1-2-3 hitters, B.J. Lowry, Dalton Nobles, and Damian Robinson. So here comes Lowry, who pitched a solid performance before the rain delay and then switched out with Maynor after we resumed play. Beck over there warming up on the mounds. Took him a minute to get acclimated, but once he did, had a few good plays toward the end of the last inning. Shout out says, "Go Luke, Jacob, and Gabe, and all the Louisiana team," from Aaron and Robert in Madison, Wisconsin. First pitch outside for ball 1. The 1-0, fouled off out of play, 1-1. Beck steps off. Lowry takes a couple cuts, and he's back in the box. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped into the mid. Count now 1-2. Beck delivers the 1-2. Outside. Count even at 2-2. The break even. Outside, count now full. So Lowry works his way back into it, and count now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swung on and tipped into the glove. And Lowry goes down on strikes. Next batter is the left fielder, Dalton Nobles. Nobles, his first time up, struck out swinging, and his second time up in the 4th. Flew out in the grass to the shortstop. Takes the first pitch and tips it into the glove. Shout out says, "Let's go, Louisiana. Be a unit." This pitch swung on and popped out of play by Nobles. Count now 0-2. Beck delivers the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Popped up by Nobles. The catcher going to make a play, and it's going to drop right in front of the fence. Still 1-2. So Nobles takes a deep breath. And now Beck to deliver the 1-2. Has to get out of the way of it. Count even at 2-2. The break even. Swung on and popped way up left side. Under it is the shortstop. He makes the grab.
That brings to the plate number 3.
The shortstop is
Robinson.
number 1, Gabe Godet. So that brings up the third baseman, Damian Robinson. Robinson, 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to center his first time up and then walked his second trip to the plate. Fouls that one off for strike 1. The 0-1 swung on in line into left field for a single. Damian Robinson trying to get something going here with 2 outs for the Lumberton team. So now the pitcher comes up to the plate. Caleb Maynard has walked it both times up, so 0 for 0. And he's got Robinson standing over on first. First pitch to Maynard is outside, pitch out. They're going to try to get Robinson at second, not in time. So 2-way now, runner in scoring position.
Backing everything up, outfielders.
1-0. Outside ball 2. Pitch outside for ball 3. Now they've got a little pickle going, and they're going to try to tag Robinson. Now nobody's covering third, and he's going to get in safely. So stolen base for Robinson. They had him dead in the water, and then nobody went and covered third base. So now 3-0 count to Maynard, and runner just 60 feet away. Lumberton continues to fight. I think Maynard thought he was heading to first just then. The 3-1. Inside ball 4, and Maynard will walk over to first base. Now Garrison Carr will come up to the plate. 2 outs and runners in the corners.
Garrison Carr.
Pitcher going to throw over to first, and Robinson stays back at third. So Carr stands in, waiting his first pitch from Beck. They're going to throw over to third. Now the ball gets past him. And Maynard's going to head into second base. So runners in second and third. Now 2 in scoring position. Lumberton playing games with the Louisiana pitching here. Maynard advances on the throw. Now Louisiana looking a little frazzled defensively. The pitch swung on and grounded right into the hands of Crow, over to first, and the side is retired. So Lumberton gets a hit, walks a man, pushes both runners into scoring position, but can't push them across. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. Same score. Louisiana 9, Lumberton 4.
2 men left on base.
You're watching Dixie Youth Baseball right here on JockJive Sports.
Louisiana 9, Lumberton 4.
has 29 pitches.
Welcome back. Leading off for Louisiana is Szymanski. First pitch to him, fouled off out of play. Strike one. This text says, come on, Lumberton. Let's go. Shout out to Philip, Dallas, and Matthew. The 0-1 for Maynard. Swung on a miss. Strike two. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three, and down goes Szymanski. One away. And that brings up the extra hitter, number 27, West Altic. First pitch from Maynard to Altic. Down and out. Actually finds its way in the strike zone for strike one. The 0-1 from Maynard. Across the outside half, strike two. Now Altic down to the count 0-2. The 0-2 swung on a miss, strike three. Now he's going to run over to first to throw his way into right field. So Szymanski strikes out swinging, but reaches first base on a wild pitch. We're going to call time so they can call up to the press box and alert them of a pinch runner. And that pinch runner is going to be number 32, Nick Robinson Jr. So Nick Robinson Jr. will come run for Altic.
Pitch running for Louisiana, number 32, Nick Robinson Jr.
So now at the plate, Peyton Beck, the current pitcher. Hitter and runner getting some signals here. Probably would expect Nick Robinson Jr. to take second. First pitch to Beck. In for a strike. The throw to second. Not in time. Slides in safely. It was a good throw there from the catcher. Give themselves a shot there. Count now 0-1. Runner on second. The 0-1 swung on a miss, strike two. Maynard now dealing. Pitching from the stretch, the 0-2. Ooh, looked like it got the outside corner. It was a little outside. Ball 1. Louisiana coach going to call time. And he's going to come argue a balk. And now he's going to go talk with the first base umpire. So now they're talking things over. Now he's going to go talk to the third base umpire. So the Louisiana coach going to go talk to the whole crew. Didn't see any wrongdoing there by the pitcher. He paused in his stance. He came to a complete stop before he went to roll. There's nothing wrong with pausing with your leg up, so I don't really see the complaint there from the Louisiana coach. He's been on the field a lot tonight. The 1-2 struck him out. Third strikeout in a row from Maynard. He's dealing. So runner on second with 2 outs. And that brings up the 9-hitter, Luke Harrington. And time called again by the Louisiana coach. This time he's going to go make a phone call. He's going to be a pinch hitter. And the guy coming in to hit is Cal Conroy.
Cal Conroy.
Pitches in for strike 1. This ball grounded over to first, and it's going to take a funny hop and get in right field. So now rounding third and heading home, it's Nick Robinson Jr., and he scores. That'll be a single for Conroy.
Now batting, number 6, Jacorian Crow.
And now the pitch to the new batter, Crow. High, ball 1. This pitch swung on and missed. For strike. For strike 1. Count now 1-1. And I just looked through all of the balk rules, and nowhere is listed an extended pause as not a balk. So no merit to the claim there from the Louisiana coach. And the 2-1 count now to Crow. The 2-1. Swung on and grounded over to third. Takes another funny hop on this wet dirt. So single. And now runners on first and second. The ball's really bouncing weird out here. Ball's taking some really funky hops off the dirt here. Maynard sets. delivers to Godet, and it lines right out to short. And the side is retired. Louisiana does get a run on a pair of hits. We head to what could potentially be the final frame. Last chance for Lumberton. You're watching Dixie Youth Baseball right here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We're back here in Lumberton, North Carolina. Last chance for the hometown Heroes in this winner's bracket game. They're down 10-4 now to Louisiana. In the top of the 6th. Same pitcher, Beck, is on the mound. Leading off for Lumberton. Swing number 2, Bryce Fuller, had a big single back in the 4th. That led to a pair of runs. Takes this pitch outside. 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded out back in the 2nd and then had that single in the 4th. This pitch is outside for ball 2. Pitch from Beck, high and outside. Ball 3. Count now 3-0. Fuller stands in. Squares around the bunt and pulls back. 3-0. Is in for a strike. 3-1. Beck stands in, rocks and fires. Swung on a grounded foul. Left side. 3-2 count. Ball was still in the field. Full count for the second baseman. Fuller stands in. The delivery from Beck. High ball 4, and Fuller's going to head over to first. That's the way you want to start things off if you're Lumberton. If they can get around to the top of their lineup, I think they've got a pretty good shot. Got a shout out, said, let's go, boot up and finish strong, Louisiana. Another says, hit 'em hard, number 7. From Poppy, Darren, and Uncle Dallas. Pitching coach goes over and has a word with Beck. And now Beck's going to settle back in. They do have a couple guys throwing around in the pen out there. Guy currently on the rubber in the pen is Justin Samansky. And batter, Luke Chavis. First pitch to Chavis, swung on a miss, strike 1. Chavis walked his first time up and popped up to the first baseman in foul territory Back in the fourth. 0-1 count now. Beck settles in the 0-1. High. 1-1. One to Chavis. Swung on and popped foul out of territory. Count now 1-2. Beck stares in. The 1-2. Swung on, hit sky high. Right to the first baseman who makes the grab. He does the same thing, pops up to the first baseman. So now, one away. And that brings up the catcher, Stanley Scott. Scott 0 for 2, or 1 for 2 on the day, with a single back in the second and reached on an error in the fourth. First pitch to Scott, inside, and they're actually going to call it strike on the inside half. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Beck, high. Fuller back standing up again. 1-1 the count. Beck stares in. Sets. Delivers the 1-0. Swung on and hit hard right side. Going to be in foul territory. Count now 1-2. Now we are in the midnight hour Eastern time. 12:14. Long baseball game here. First pitch was at 8:30, so we've almost been playing for 4 hours now. Not including stoppage time. The 1-2 swung on and fouled off. Right side. Still 1-2. Good job protecting the plate right there by Stanley Scott. Beck stares in. Sets, delivers the 1-2 from the stretch, and it gets to the backstop, so Fuller will move over to second. A wild pitch. The count's even on 2-2. Two count. Stanley Scott needs to get a hit right here if Lumberton wants to keep things rolling. Break-even pitch from Beck. Swung on, chopped foul. Lumberton's done a good job fighting back at every opportunity in this game. Hasn't been any point where the teams look demoralized or a point where they've seemed like they were out of it mentally. They've stayed and continued fighting as that pitch is outside, rather inside, and makes the count full at 3-2. This Louisiana team just keeps scoring runs, but Lumberton hasn't died yet. Full count. Beck settles. Payoff pitch to Scott. Fouled off again. Scott doing a good job staying in this one.
Great job, Seven. Great job.
Child says, good luck. Have fun, number 7 from Aunt Blythe, Mom, and Mom Jean. This pitch is ball 4, and now runners on first and second with 1 out. And Scott fights his way back into the count after being down 0-2 and draws a walk. So that brings up the first baseman, Jathan Sanderson, who struck out swinging back in the 4th and walked in the 2nd. 0 for 1 on the day. Sanderson, the big lefty. He was given the intentional pass back in the second. See what he does here. This pitch is outside for ball one. And I imagine this might possibly be the last batter for Beck. Catcher's going to go out and talk things over with him. He's getting pretty high in his pitch count. Sanderson takes a couple cuts. Beck is back on the mound. Pitch to Sanderson. On the outside half for strike one. Shout out says, "Come on, Lumberton. Let's go." Shout out Philip Dallas and Matthew. 1-1. Fuller's in the third. They didn't even look at him. Ball wasn't even out of the hands of the pitcher, and he made it all the way over there. No pitch steal. Good job. Heads up play there by Fuller. 1-1 count. Shout out says, "Good luck and have fun." Number 7 from Aunt Blythe. Mom, and Jeannie. This pitch fouled back into the screen. 1-2. Once you count, now Sanderson has to defend. Beck settles in. Throws over to first. Not in time.
Get it out. Relax. Get it out.
Beck settles in. Throws back over to first. He's got to be careful with that guy at first. Fuller's quick over here at third. If he makes a mistake, could be deadly. The 1-2. Cut out of play by Sanderson. The 1-2 from Beck outside. Scott's going to steal second. And Wick has some trouble with that one behind home plate. But good decision not to throw down to second, because that would have scored a run. Runners on second and third. For Sanderson. Break-even pitch from Beck. Low ball 3. One out. Runners on second and third. Full count. Beck stares in. Sanderson ready for it. The payoff pitch. Low and outside. That's ball 4. Sanderson will trot over to first base.
Now batting, number 5, B.J. Lowry.
And the new batter, back to the top of the lineup, B.J. Lowry. Come in. They might be making a change here. I think he's actually going to give one more batter to Beck. No, he's not. He's going to take him out. So Beck will come sit down, and Justin Zemansky will be the new pitcher. We'll head to a break. We'll be right back. You are watching Dixie Youth League Baseball right here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great Diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lumberton, North Carolina, the All-American city, for this matchup in the winner's bracket between Louisiana and Lumberton. Current score 10-4 in favor of Louisiana. One out, bases loaded. The big opportunity here for Lumberton in the final frame. The new pitcher for Louisiana is Justin Zemansky. Beck's day is finished. Pretty solid production from Beck on the mound. We're going to have a pinch runner. Ward is going to come in to run for Scott, or rather for Sanderson. Ward's going to come run for Sanderson. And Sanderson will come take a seat. One out, bases loaded, and here's B.J. Lowry, the left-handed batter, who pitched a pretty solid few innings prior to, or a couple innings before the rain delay. Bases loaded. Here's B.J. Lowry. First pitch from Zemansky. Low ball one. Zemansky winds and fires the 1-0 right to the second baseman, who flips over to short for one, and Fuller will come home and score a run. So 2 outs. And the runners in the corners.
Hey, good job. We got him out. Good job. Now batting for Lumberton. Number 11, Nobles.
So Ward is out. Stanley Scott standing over at third. This pitch swung on and missed. Now runners in second and third. The batter is the left fielder, Dalton Nobles. Now the only force out is at first. Nobles will take a breath here. This pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. Shout out says, remember, we talked about this summer, little Caleb, get the W for the L from cousin Muhad in Topeka, Texas. So 0-2 count. Noble's going to go talk things over with his coach. Look for his pitch. Either way, regardless of the outcome of this game, neither team is finished. The loser will go on to play Alabama at 5:45 tomorrow, and the winner will play at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So actually the winner will play Alabama tomorrow at 8 p.m. The loser will play Arkansas at 5:45. So Nobles ropes this ball out to center field, and a great play over there by Nick Robinson Jr., and the game is over. Final score, Louisiana 10, Lumberton 5. Again, tomorrow at 5:45, Lumberton will play Arkansas at Field 4, and then at 8 p.m., Louisiana moves on to the quarterfinals to face Alabama. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Alex Dodd on behalf of Mike, Robert, and the whole crew. Final score here, Louisiana 10, Lumberton 5. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow right here on JockJive Sports.